It's no secret that the fashion industry is not very sustainable. And in this day and age, when sustainability is getting more important and people care about it, it's very important to talk about it more and more. So today we have two guests from Stanley Stella, and I'll let them introduce themselves and tell you all about what they do there.
Hi, yes, so my name's Tamsin and I'm Design Director at Stanley Stella. So my role is to ensure a creative vision throughout the company, and that's really keeping in mind and focusing on our 4 key values, which is innovation, excellence, sustainability, and people. So this is really what inspires us. This is really what drives us every day in the business and the work that we're doing. I'm responsible for everything creative that's happening in the business. So of course, starting with our products, our collection, my team and myself, we're working on this, as well as anything creative happening in the business. So it could be the campaigns, could be the office, showroom design, these kind of things. So yeah, we work hand in hand with the rest of the teams, but it's really fun. It's really great. We get to travel a lot. We get inspired. We do a lot of city trips, research. So yeah, it's a fun job.
You are the gatekeeper of our DNA.
The gatekeeper of the DNA in the brand.
It's so nice that you've joined us here in person as well.
Oh, well, thanks for having us. It's great to be here.
And you, Bernard, tell us about yourself.
I'm the sales manager Print on Demand. So it's a division that we have opened about 2 years ago to try to understand more the needs of this category of partners. And I'm with the company since day one. So nice to know the evolution and the history of the company.
That is nice. And well, since you mentioned day one, I guess we can start with that. Can you tell us a little bit about what is in the DNA of Stanley Stella? What does it mean?
Well, the first thing we should talk about, I think, is where the name comes from. So Stanley Stella is issued from a film. And in fact, it celebrates a turning point in the history of the T-shirt, because in 1951, Marlon Brando was wearing a white T-shirt in a film named A Streetcar Named Desire, but not as an underwear, as a fashion item. And it was a bit of a rebellious act in that time. And in fact, to celebrate this moment, we called the brand Stanley Stella because the characters in the film are called Stanley 𝘀𝗂𝗪𝗶. So it's a little, a hint about the history of the fashion T-shirt.
That's amazing. And how was the company created? Like, who came up with the idea? Why?
𝘊𝗂𝗪𝗶 is our CEO, and he had a previous company in the textile industry, and he realized that so many T-shirts are not worn or are hardly worn by people because they are not premium enough. And they are not well cut, not well designed, with the wrong colors, with not the fashion colors. And so the idea was to inspire people to love to wear a garment. And basically, Tamsin redesigned the fit, the cut, to make sure that the people like to wear a nice garment are there. And sustainability 10 years ago was not in demand. So it's more than the premium aspect of the product that made a hit to the partners.
What were the main challenges that you had when the company was founded?
10 years ago, sustainability was not in market demand. Even the production factories didn't really believe in sustainable products. So proposing to the market a premium brand and a premium collection was what made the hit to resonate to the people's mind. You cannot propose also a premium brand without a premium network of partners. It goes together. So the challenge was also to find a selection of partners that really are inspired also by the same values and the same mission in the market. That takes a long time.
So Stanley Stella has been in the market for 10 years or so, approximately. Yes. Do you feel that the challenges have changed now? Is it still people... I think people care more about sustainability probably now.
Definitely, people care more about sustainability. But still, the main aspect for why people buy Stanley Stella is the premium aspect of the product.
Oh, it makes sense. I think people are more aware now.
But it's this way that people love to wear the garment repeatedly because it's made to last. It's not made to be used once and then thrown away. And in a way, it's the most sustainable act that you can do, to wear it again and again and again.
Since we touched on the topic of sustainability, obviously it's a big part of Stanley Stella. Can you tell us a little bit about Stanley Stella's sustainability mission and vision?
Yes, absolutely. So as Bernard mentioned, this has been a key core part of the business since it was founded back in the very beginning, using 100% organic cotton for our products. So, I mean, for our industry now, it's no longer an option. It's really like a must. For Stanley Stella, it's been part of the business since the very beginning. It's what the founder believed in, is important going forward. It's really about achieving this through thinking differently. It's about empowering our communities, empowering the people we work with, whether it's the farmers of the organic cotton in India, the factories that we work with in Bangladesh, all across the supply chain. It's very important we're thinking about sustainability. It's progress and it's never finished. So it's a never ending goal. It's an ongoing path we have to keep walking through, finding ways to improve, and making sure, we really do the best we can. But it's never finished. We've never achieved what we want to. It's always about moving forward. What can we do differently? What can we do better? It's very important for us.
How does it, this is a follow-up question, you don't have to answer it if you don't have to, but how does it affect you, like as a creative person, the one who creates design? How do you sort of keep that mission and vision in your mind when you're doing the design process?
It's really changed, absolutely. So, when I started it in this industry over 20 years ago, this wasn't ever even a thought. So since having worked for Stanley Stella, it's so inspiring and, it really drives myself and the team to find ways of doing it better. So we really try and be close to all aspects of the business to really understand. And of course, it's very much now, isn't it, really, sustainability. So we don't want to just do it because it's a kind of trend happening. We really want to do it with meaning. So it can be anything from, really researching into, new fibers, what is happening, ways to recycle, ways to upcycle. We have a lot of creative projects that we do, which is just literally if we have some waste, but it's, really going deeper into the product and thinking, how can we do things better? How can we reduce our waste? And really understanding how we work with our partners as well.
Yeah, it's on all levels, basically.
Absolutely.
The first thing in sustainability is to choose wisely and consciously your materials. That's the first point. Mm-hmm. So 93% of our materials are organic cotton. Organic cotton means no pesticides, no DNA modifications, only natural fertilizers. So this is the first step by choosing your materials in a good way. 7% is recycled polyester and less than 1% is recycled cotton. In the last collection, we are phasing out on some sweatshirts the recycled polyester, going to an even more natural product with more comfort for people. The second point is also to reduce our carbon footprint. And by eliminating also recycled polyester, we decrease also our carbon footprint. So all these elements are mixing up together, and we need to try to reduce the impact on the planet. And the last thing is also about sustainability, is giving back to the communities, giving back to the people where we produce. So we have different projects like the grocery stores, about getting to the living wage. And these kind of projects are also very important to give back to the communities who are producing with pride these nice products.
Can you expand on the grocery stores?
It's a project we started like 3-4 years ago. The workers from the factory can buy at certain period of the year their most important products like oil, like rice, like these products at a discounted price, and we finance 50% of this move. We create a foundation over there to do this. So it's a nice. There's also projects to establish wells to get access to water more easily in some local communities. So it's nice.
I know that often especially in fashion, when people talk about sustainability, they often stop at the fabric and that's it. But there's so many other pieces in that puzzle, and it's so important to think about all of them.
I would like to add as well, it's true that there are a lot of claims happening right now in the industry, that they're green or eco, but of course, when you dive deep, it's often very much on the surface. And I think that's what's, really true to Stanley Stella. We really try and be very transparent in everything we do. So we publish a sustainability report every year, and this is really providing very clear and concrete information about what we do. We don't want to just claim it because, it's looking good. It's really part of the brand. It's very important. So would encourage anybody to take a look at our sustainability report, where you really get the full facts and information.
So whenever our listeners are mostly people who are either building a brand or wanting to build a brand. Is that something you suggest anyone to do, like to research the partners, to look at the certificate specifically?
Yeah, and to go behind the certificate. Basically, a certificate is really good because if you put two t-shirts next to each other, how can you say one is organic and one is not organic? So certification is needed. But you can also go beyond the certification and go to the farmers and meet the farmers and to see how the cotton is organically grown. So all these things are also in the process of our team.
It's kind of, the saying, isn't it? Knowledge is power. So I think anything you can take about really, getting into the information for the people that are interested in Stanley Stella, it's about education. The more people know, the better the decisions you can take. And actually talking about indeed, going out and meeting the people we work with. That's actually part of our brand, that everybody in the company at one point will visit our factories in Bangladesh. So can be from finance, can be from HR, any of the teams, everybody will get the chance to go. And it's really important like that we understand, the business, who we're working with. So many companies, they've got no clue where they're producing, but for us, it's very important. And this really brings a lot of richness to the ways of working.
And over the years, we took some partners, also some clients over there. And it's always inspiring. And even for people like us, we are 20 years in the textile industry, we learn every day. Every time we go to the factories, we learn new things. And it also helps us to transmit that to the partner, to say, hey, why you can do this on a garment, why you can't do that on a garment? And because sometimes you don't think about it. So,
it's very theoretical when it's on the paper. But when you actually meet the people who do that, it gives a completely different impression.
I have another a nice factor about the history of the brand Stanley Stella. In fact, we went in the market with that simple message to say, hey, don't put the image of your company on a garment people don't like to wear. Make sure that they love it. And basically, we started to approach a different garment decorator in the market and proposing the brand for the corporate market at the beginning. But quickly, we also realized that the brand was opening new customer segments for them. Like the retail. We were the first brand not to put any label in the neckline of the product. So it's a bit of a challenge to start a new brand without your label in the neckline, which is bold move. But basically, people loved it. And they realized that they can create their nice retail brand, small and medium-sized retail brand, but with their own creativity. And on a well-cut, nice designed and ecological garment. So this picked up also sales in another division and opened new market segments to our partners, and they love that.
It wasn't that popular like 10 years ago, come to think of it, like not putting labels on.
Yeah, we were the first in the industry to do it. So
you mentioned like opening up new markets, and if you can speak about it, like how does the Stanley Stella market split? Are you mostly focusing on Europe or also US, or?
We're currently 100% Europe. But we have big projects to open new territories with the brand. And the for sure, Printful is an international company, and there is market demand somewhere else in the globe.
What I've heard in the industry in general is that when it comes to sustainability, Europe is a little bit ahead of US still when it comes to like valuing sustainability as a trend. So I think it makes sense to start here.
Globally, worldwide, I think the regulations are getting stronger and stronger. If it's in Europe or if it's in US or anywhere else, regulations will also push forward towards more sustainability.
Do you feel like walking around and telling everyone told you about the regulations because you started before any regulations, I think?
Yeah, but our CEO, when he went to the factories that he knew from experience from before, honestly, they told him, Jean, don't go in that direction, But when you have a belief, and when you're passionate about something, and when you have the right vision and the right way to propose that to the market, why not? And then it's nice to be a game changer. The company has been a game changer from day one, and we feel in the company is nice that people have a feel of pride of what they do because you work for changing for a better world.
That is important. I agree. So Obviously, there are much more companies out there right now who are also focusing on sustainability and emphasizing how sustainable they are. What do you think sets you apart from those companies?
I would say there are 4 main elements. The first one would be the strong belief. So we only have one collection, and this collection is sustainable. And we don't have a sustainable collection and a non-sustainable collection. So everything we do is in the same spirit. That sets us apart also in the market. The second point would be the perfect match with retail trends. How do you give this feel that people want to wear this? Because they see it all over. They see it in the retail market. And thanks to Tamsin and the team of Tamsin, we are matching this very, very nicely. So that is also a nice feature. I take an example. We started with very soft fabrics, very nice fabrics, like nearly your pillow, where you want to be on. But also there was a market trend for more dry feel. And Tamsin perceive that in the market. And we have another collection called the Dry Collection. Everything, the names of the products with dry, like Cooper Dry, Miller Dry, Ledger Dry. And these products are more coarse, are more for more oversized, more for younger generation. And there was a big trend for that. So in our collection, this picks up really nicely. It's not because you start with one touch on your product that the market is not evolving in a different way. And so this is the second nice point. The third one is for sure the perfect printability of our garments. We have that in mind since day one. The first company of Jean was much more in the printing area, a bit less retail oriented, I would say, but very strong in printing. So we have this in our DNA also to have the wow effect comes from the garment, but also what you put on it. And if you don't have the right print and the right quality print, you're not going to have the wow effect. Basically, we focus always in the development of the fabrics to have the fabric that is nice, qualitative, but also that prints nice. For example, the new collection has a much more sturdier, much more retail feel. So you need to change your yarn to do that. But by changing your yarn, you also need to be sure that it prints well. And so this is a perfect balance of the nice fabrics and the perfect printability. We have a team at Stanley Stella who is only focusing on that. The team of Celine, they do tests, I was going to say night and day, but nearly. We did on the last collection more than 2,000 tests on printability, just for your information.
I think did you say 2,000?
2,000,
oh
yes,
God, that's
2,000. Yeah, the challenge is also that you have different manufacturers of machine. The technology is evolving. So we need to move with that. We need to evolve with also the technology. So we need to fit for embroidery. We need to fit for DTF, for DTG. And DTG, you have different manufacturers. So which each one their own technology. Our collection have to fit all this.
But it keeps it fun because it's true, it's a real challenge between, design, creativity, development, and then printability. So yeah, we work very closely to really ensure. So it might be we come with an idea and then the print department is, this is going to be challenging to get the best results. So yeah, it's a lot of teamwork. And I have to say, the teams, we work really closely together to really ensure we have this excellence throughout the collection.
And the last part of the sustainable aspect is also respect for the people. Mm-hmm. So we spoke about that a little bit before, but with the partners we work in Asia, they sign a charter and they sign a code of conduct in a way. But we have a team of 30 people there that we built over the years, and their mission is not only to control what our partners is doing, but also to have this partnership to select in the same way, not everybody, but the one with the right vision, who believe in excellence, who believe in sustainability, who believe that we can do a better garment together. So it's not to work with every factory. And we have the same approach in terms of partners and clients. We went to the market to say, hey, if you want to create a network that is a premium network, you can't go everywhere. You need to select a certain number of partners and make them also inspire them to go for a more premium product.
Does it ever make it difficult to sort of keep up with the demand since you don't work with everyone?
Our idea was to target 1% of the market, which is really really small. And when you look at today, 10 years after, we're not even at 1% of the partners in the garment, in the printing industry. The sales we do with each partner is way over what other brands do with the same partner, because they push the brand, they believe in it. It gives also them the possibility to grow with the brand. If you have the right partners, you don't need all the partners in the planet.
It's a good way to look at it, yeah. So our customers absolutely love how quite high quality the products are. We love how high quality the products are. What's the significance for you working with Printful?
Well, the first great alignment and matching is your business model. Your business model is absolutely sustainable, because what is best to produce on demand as one single piece? You don't need to create stock. So just by this business model is absolutely great. So if you combine good quality print, flexibility, good service to the consumer, then you have a perfect hit, I would say. The second point is that you are international with your own fulfillment network. Basically, you're not working with subcontractors. You manage everything on your own. So it means that you have a certain grade of standard of quality, standard in terms of products, in terms of service. So this is the second part that is also really, really important. We can match the ideas of quality with this network and with the brand.
And you can visit us here as well. We're not too far from each other, luckily.
The last part, I think, is the way that you take the great attention to the customer experience from day one when you onboard the client until they receive the order. You feel that at every step of the process that there's care and attention for this community. So this is nice to see.
Yeah, and I've been talking to you both, and it just feels like we're on the same wavelength, yes. Basically. Just also regarding sustainability and mission and vision, and it's always great to have partners who think alike and aim towards the same things. Yeah. So, can you tell us a little bit about the future of Stanley Stella? Are there any exciting projects that we can sneak a preview?
We've been working actually the last 2 years pretty solidly on a big new collection, which will be launched early next year. We've been, relooking our iconic collection. So, we have the creators, for those that know our products, Cruiser, these kind of products, which are really, the big sellers, let's say. So we've been spending a lot of time researching to see what's happening. Those styles have been in the collection since 2019. So they were ready for, a new lift, let's say, they needed to be refreshed. So we've had, the whole team, which has been working solidly to research what's happening in the trends. We did a lot of city visits all over the world to see what's happening in the retail, to see what the market needs. As we mentioned, the print, they've been doing a lot of research, development, Bangladesh. Each and every one of our product is really, we love it. We love each product even has a kind of character. It's also why we name the products like we do. They all have a significance. The creator, it's so broad. Everybody, that buys it is there to create something. So hence the name of the creator. They all have a name and a meaning behind it, a personality. Same with our color name. So, there's a lot of work that's really done into creating the collection. And then, of course, it's the partner we work with or the consumer, the client, who's then going to take that and make it their own. And I think that's what's really exciting as well. We're creating the collection, but then it's fantastic to see what the people, what they want to do with it. They take it, they make it their own, they put their own branding, their own company name, whatever it is, they want to transform it. And that's what, our product is there for. So we love to see what's being done with our products afterwards. So that's coming for early next year. New collection launch. So we're very excited to share that and get that in the market. Yes.
I think our collection, our SS24 collection it's a revolution. For example, our last Eco Header t-shirt, the SS24 Eco Header, is 95% less water use on this product. And it has no polyesters, like from day one. All our headers in t-shirts have always been 100% organic, but this one is even more sustainable. So it's the refinement. I believe it's a refinement of what we've done over the 10 years.
Amazing. Can't wait to see it. So if our listeners want to know a bit more about Stanley Stella, where should they go? What's your website?
StanleyStella.com.
Easy to remember.
Exactly. And for sure, we have Instagram, we have Facebook. I think Instagram's a great place to start to see what's happening. But the website, you can go deeper in and you can find out more about the products, the sustainability.
We're very transparent. Everything is available. We have everything on the website, basically. So, and if they need more information, they can contact us.
Thank you again so much for joining us today. It's been a great conversation and I can't wait for the 2024 conference.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks a lot for having us. Great to talk to you.
Thank you for listening to our conversation with Stanley Stella. I hope you enjoyed the episode as much as I did. And if you want to find out more about their products, you can visit stanleystella.com or visit printful.com and see which of Stanley Stella's products we offer. And don't forget to tune in for the next episodes of Ideas Fulfilled by Printful Enterprise X Snowcomers.